beauties. How are you this morning? I'm just going to adjust this camera a little bit. So Beks Thompson here, and I've welcomed you into the yoga space that we use today, and I want to show you a really great yogic tool for centering yourself, because who doesn't need more centering right now? And you may know how to do that through presence, you may know how to do that through breath, but what about if we can do that with the body as well? And there are some great yogic tools to help you do that. So if you are feeling in uncertainty, if you are feeling in flux, if you're feeling overwhelmed or scattered, just even confused or even dull, this is such a great practice to actually re-energize, to center, to calm, to focus. And so I would love you to practice with me. We're just going to do this really quickly. You just need to grab yourself a yoga block if you have one. If you don't have one, easy. All you need to do is get yourself a towel, roll it up and make like a roll. And so you've got a little wedge thing to put in between your legs. Or you can use a cushion, just a cushion off of the sofa. So the first thing you're going to do is just pop that block or that rolled up towel or that cushion in between your legs and have it wide enough that your legs and your knees and your feet are nice and parallel. We don't want kind of A-frames with your feet sticking out to the side. We want nice straight legs. And the first thing we're going to do is just gently squeeze that block in. Now here's the cool thing about centering. Centering in your mind and in your energy is about pulling literally into your physical center. Now we have two centers that I want you to have your awareness in. The first one is your actual physical center of gravity, and this sits right back in your pelvic bowl. With the women that I work with, we call this womb space, and it sits right back here in that back lower third. So that's your point of focus center, where everything is centered around. And then we have a vertical center, all right, where the symmetry or asymmetry happens, and that is aligned to your spine. So you can hug your awareness in to your pelvic center and then hug your awareness into your vertical center. Now, this is not always easy to do, which is why the physical practice is so great at helping you to pull that in and get some awareness. So if you're still hugging your block, you may almost be making that easy for yourself now that you can feel your center line. It's like a plumb line through your spine into your feet, and then your navel center, pelvic center is deep in womb space. Now you can just do that as an exercise and feel yourself hugging in all that energy that's been going out, feel it pulling in. You're going to be starting to connect in with more higher life force by drawing into your navel center. This is where life force is received in the body, and not just energy from your food or from your breath, but this infinite or divine life force. Now, if we want to take this a little step further, we're just going to move and activate this a little bit more. I might just pull my hands off. And so we're going to come up onto tiptoes, still tuning into your center line, and then sit back into what we call chair pose, into chair. Now watch that you don't arch your back or slump. You want a nice neutral spine. And to pull even more into center, we're going to bring hands to the heart, press the palms gently together. See if you can create a horizontal line with your forearms, and that'll create space through your chest, space through the front of your heart and the back. And then inhale, come up, tiptoes, and exhale, sit back. So now we're hugging into the heart center, along that vertical line. Palms pressing in, thighs pressing in, nice and gently pressing in, hands and legs about 30% of what you could maximally do. And we're moving up and down this vertical core, vertical center. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Hold. Breathe, and you want a steady breath. If you strain with your breath in exercise or in yoga, you're going to push your pushing mechanisms. Right? So you're going to stress yourself, stress your adrenals. So we want steady breath in yoga. You can still be working. My legs are still feeling the heat. And then come up, release your hands. As we say in class, birth your block. And just stand and feel. So important to integrate and feel the effects of your practice so that you can absorb that feeling and take that feeling forward into your day, not just drop it and walk away. So what I'm feeling after that hugging in, I'm feeling a sense of literally being centered in my body. I'm feeling more buoyant, I'm feeling more stable, I'm feeling really calm. Yeah? So in my body I'm feeling that, and this translates into how I then feel emotionally and how I start to show up and how I am in the world. So I would love to hear what your experience was of that if you were doing that with me, or if you go away and have a little practice with this later today. Let me know what it feels like. Yoga is full of things like this, where you can be more courageous, feel more calm, bring more joy. When we work with everything combined, when we combine the physical with the emotional, with the energetic, and then with the mindset, which is how I work in my Be a Beacon programs with my amazing women who are wanting to step up and make a bigger impact in the world, and do that with vibrant health and minimize stress and great relationships. And if you want to live your highest life, then when we work on all these levels together, that is when you get big changes. That's when you get massive results. And we need to learn how to integrate that into our life. So practice that exercise. It's something you can easily do in the kitchen when you're making a cup of tea. Any time in the toilet, when you're going to the loo, grab a towel, squeeze it between your legs, do a couple of sit and stands before you go to the toilet. When we can integrate these things and learn how to pull ourselves back into center, it is so important. All right, especially with the chaos going on right now in the world, but always how to pull yourself into center. When you are feeling centered, you're going to respond, you're going to feel your best. All right, my beauties, I'm going to keep setting up now for the class and get a little bit warmer. I hope you all have an amazing day. Mwah. Love to you all.